rocking with that chestnut Checkers TV cake ass now.
Little Bill, showing 20s on Pirelli skills. Got your people dilated like the mixed pills. No time to stop, focus only on the meal.
So, man, Canelo Alvarez versus Jermell Charlo fight. Y'all see, man, Alvarez won in what a unanimous decision. So ain't nobody really get knocked out. I think Charlo went down to the knee twice though, but ain't nobody get knocked out. He won by decision. Canelo won by decision. But man, before the fight, bro, I was watching a little thing on ESPN where they was having a little the press conference where they stand face to face, and then they had they had both of them on the screen and they was asking them questions and shit afterwards. You know what I'm saying? I noticed some shit, man, which made me think Canelo was gonna win just from that, bro. Cause when they was standing face to face, they both had on sunglasses, right? So when they got face to face, they both took their sunglasses off and shit. Charlo had a hat on, right? He had the hat on facing forward. So in order for him to get really up in Canelo's face, he turned the hat around backwards, right? But as he was doing that, as he was pulling the hat on his head, man, his hand was shaking like a motherfucker. You know, like when somebody nervous, or if you ever seen somebody get into a fight or whatever and they be nervous and they be shaking and shit a little bit, like you can notice them shaking and shit and they be like, what you shaking for? You know what I'm saying? He put that hat on his head, man, his hand was shaking like a motherfucker, dog. I say, ooh, that nigga's nervous, man. You know what I'm saying? He kind of a little scared. Then when they had the interview, when they was talking and shit, he wasn't doing nothing but pumping Canelo up. He was like, yeah, man, I hope that one day, I'm trying to get on the level that Canelo is on, and, I got a lot of respect for him, and this, that, and the other, all that old kind of shit, right? So when they asked Canelo about the fight, Canelo like, shit, it's gonna be a good fight, but I'm gonna beat his ass, basically, is what he's saying. So I'm like, man, you over here, you know what I'm saying, kissing this man's ass. This man basically said, man, shut up, I'm gonna beat your ass, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, and then when he said that, the look on Charlo's face was like, you know how two boxers be going back and forth? If a nigga say, I'm gonna win the fight, the other one like, yeah, nigga, we gonna see who gonna win, nigga. Yeah, you talking and da-da-da, but Charlo ain't had none of that energy. He was, like Canelo said that he was gonna win the fight, Charlo just sat there like, looked like he wanted to agree with the nigga like, yeah, he is gonna win the fight. Oh, man, so I was telling my homeboy, I told my homegirl, all that shit. I was like, bro, that nigga seemed nervous, man, because everybody was talking about putting $1,000 on Charlo and this. I'm like, bro, don't know. I ain't putting nothing up, man, because it seemed like he nervous, bro. It seemed like, you know what I'm saying, he don't have no confidence in himself. I promise, man, I said that shit for the fight. Just by looking at him talk about the fight, I was like, that nigga gonna lose, you know what I'm saying? Because he ain't, you know what I'm saying? He don't feel it himself. Like, nah, nigga, you gotta believe, you gotta already know you gonna win before you get in there unless you ain't gonna win. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel, man. But y'all comment down below, man. Share the video, subscribe to the channel, man. This been Ballin' in the Mix, man. Boy, OGBC. We out.